Good morning, I'm Robert Tan. From markets to policy, from Manila to the world, we cut through the noise so you can navigate, adapt, and lead. This is Business 360. Global oil prices jump again over uncertainty on the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. President Donald Trump now threatening new attacks against Iran as they accuse each other of breaching their ceasefire. Diesel prices could fall by nearly 25 pesos as a hefty rollback takes effect tomorrow. How meaningful is this relief to the economy? We get the view of Cristina Ulang, research head at First Metro Investment Corporation. And the Department of Budget and Management releases over 46 billion pesos for the funding of infrastructure projects. For our top story, Iran warns of a swift retaliation after the United States seized one of its vessels. The U.S. earlier carried out an attack and took control of an Iranian-flagged Tauska cargo ship near the Strait of Hormuz. It tried to break through a naval blockade. Iran describes the move as a breach of a ceasefire. Iran had earlier turned down new peace talks with the U.S. hours after President Donald Trump said he would send envoys to Pakistan. Trump threatened to launch new strikes if Tehran fails to meet his demands. Global oil prices are now up while the dollar strengthened due to renewed tensions and the reported closure of Hormuz. Motorists are expected to see some relief at the pump as a new round of fuel price rollbacks takes effect tomorrow. As Lian Bosilios tells us, that's more than 24 pesos a liter for diesel.
A fresh round of fuel price rollback is set to take effect this Tuesday.
Sa ating mga minamahal na kababayan.
In a Facebook post, President Bongbong Marcos announced that diesel prices will go down by 24.94 pesos per liter, gasoline by 3.41 pesos, and kerosene by 2 pesos. This marks the second straight week of rollbacks after oil prices surged due to tensions in the Middle East. Based on estimates, diesel prices could drop to around 105 to 115 pesos per liter. Motorists, however, have mixed reactions.
Kahit pa paano, may mauwi na kami yun sa pamilya namin.
Joji Teherana, a jeepney driver plying the Anonas-Lagos route, says his daily earnings could return to around 1,000 pesos, double the 300 to 400 pesos he was making in recent weeks. He says the rollback brings much-needed relief, especially after spending more than 12 hours a day on the road. But some motorcycle taxi riders see it differently.
Gas mo, 400, kain mo, 100, yung top up pa. Wala na sa patitira tayo.
According to Jerry Copido, his take-home income has dropped from around 1,500 pesos to just 500 pesos a day, barely enough to support his 2 children. He is now considering finding a minimum wage job. Private motorists are also feeling the strain.
Pwede nga lang din ako dumumos just to drive. Ang hirap.
Retired teacher Emmy Vargas says her fuel budget, which used to last a week, can now be spent in just one day. And the impact goes beyond driving.
Sobra! Kasi imagine, pag ako nag-grocery, usually pag 1,000 na yung budget mo ngayon, triple. So, hindi ko maintindihan ng Pilipinas kasi.
Meanwhile, the government says it's continuing measures to cushion the impact of high oil prices, including the 10 peso per liter fuel subsidy, the service contracting program, and cash assistance from the Department of Social Welfare and Development through special payouts. While the rollback offers some relief, motorists are urging the government to further strengthen these programs as uncertainty remains over the situation in the Middle East. They also hope that assistance will be expanded to reach more sectors affected by rising fuel costs. Lian Bosilios, Abante.
The Marcos administration is speeding up the nationwide rollout of the government's 20 peso per kilo rice program as part of its fuel crisis response. The Department of Agriculture says the program is set to expand by about 900 more selling sites, bringing the total to around 1,800 by the end of the year. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. says the move aims to improve access to affordable rice as elevated fuel and logistic costs continue to push retail prices higher. The expansion follows a funding and supply agreement between Food Terminal Incorporated and the National Food Authority.